What the deal? Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. This your man King Louis Allah. I want to build with y'all real quick today about relationships and the way and the imbalance in the treatment of men versus women, right? You know, man, it's like, where do I begin? You know, this America, right? And America is a racist country, right? You know, I'm checking the traffic. What the fuck people thinking? And this a racist country, right? What the fuck that is? Look at that shit. And black people, men and women, started off in the same predicament. They enslaved men, black men, they enslaved black women and black babies, black children. So we all started off in the same boat, right? And then, during slavery, based on stories that I read, come across, the white man raped black women and black men. They say the Europeans introduced black people into homosexuality, right? So they say homosexuality comes from the Caucasian people. They raped black women and black men. This is how biracial people, I believe, came into existence, is through, how the first biracial people came into existence is through slavery. Some may argue, some may say, I don't know the year of the death of a dynasty. It's a book of, the death of a dynasty is, they say, when blacks ruled parts of Europe, I guess, or China somewhere, or Africa, but then they loved Caucasian people, and that destroyed, the black, very black people that got rid of the black seed. But they say black is the dominant gene, so who knows, right? But as far as slavery goes, this is how, Creole people or fair-skinned people exist in the United States today. It's because of the European Caucasian slave master raping black women. And this is how homosexuality is in the world today. It's because the Caucasian raped black men. And this is how pedophilia starts. It's because the Caucasian slave master raped little babies, right? And so, so black men and black women, we all in the same boat, right? And then after slavery was abolished, pimping came into fruition. Pimping manifested. The white man wanted to have sex with the black women. They call that jungle fever or whatever. He wanted to have sex with a black woman. And so, the black man saw it as an opportunity to make money. If he could, industrious, business savvy black man saw it as an opportunity to make money. And so he started to, conversate and communicate with women and persuade them to see an opportunity into, selling her body for money and create a business opportunity with that pimp, with that man, right? And so, pimping been here since after slavery. We watch these old shows like Gladiator that deal with before Christ, and they got concubines and harems and things of that nature. But as far as black people go, in the United States, it's been pimping. When a man is able to get women or a woman to sell her body for money. And so, we couldn't work after slavery. Black men and black women jobs was far and few and in between, where, we couldn't, have stable money to, have a life. Right. And so, we started off, black people after slavery started off economically behind, right? They say it's almost 300 years, 250 years of slavery. This how far behind we are economically with white people. After slavery, we had to catch up and learn to read. Everybody had to learn to read and write and do math and speak English properly. Some of y'all today, my age and younger, it's a generational curse, or it's a effective slavery that your parents didn't graduate high school, and their parents, your grandparents, don't have a complete high school education, is because their parents didn't have a complete high school education because their parents were coming out of slavery. So, it's we always been behind, and it's this where reparations comes in, because it's it should create some type of fairness, far as being economically behind and economically discriminated against as black people in the United States, right? So, we've been, and so that's why, some of our parents, some of us in their 20s and 30s and 40s, and that cycle continues. If someone my age, 40 something, and don't have, and got a child 20 something or 16 or something, and ain't doing well in school, and I didn't graduate high school, chances are, my children aren't going to graduate high school if I'm not or their parents aren't pro-education. You see what I'm saying? And that not being pro-education is a product, is a byproduct of being, of our ancestors being sold into slavery and being slaves in America. You see? So that's where uneducation is. Uneducation comes into play, and why it's essential, critical, and very important for Black people to get all the education they can. We can't even operate our own. We can learn a trade, but we're not going to be able to operate our own business or understand the trade if we don't know math. You see, you can't take a tape measure and add up square feet, square footage. Some of us don't know what 24 inches is, or 36 inches, or 48 inches, or, how tall 72 feet is. You see, and so, you're going to be struggling all your life without learning the basic fundamental skills of reading, writing, and math, and communicating properly, right? Struggling all your life. So, man, yeah, so we've been behind since slavery. Slavery put Black people behind. That's why we look to entertainment and sports and with so much passion and support for athletes and actors and artists, because financially they are marketed as being highly successful financially. See what I'm saying? So, so that's why, it's a big hoopla about athletes making $100 million over 5 years for 15 years. That's, that's like, that's like $1.5 billion. Gross contract. That's a big, if an athlete over 15 years made $100 million, 100 million, his contract would gross out to $1.1 billion, something like that. Man, 1.1, if he started his career at 100 million over 15 years, see, 10 years is, let me see, 10 years is 100 million, 15, that ain't right. That's like 300 million, 400 million dollars, something like that. But that's almost $500 million. And that's just his contract. And so and so people tend to, this is why I'm going with relationships and, how things seem to be pimping and, and imbalance in the way people think and are treated, right? And so, the science of getting rich say, people tend to get into relationships based on, based on advancement, right? Like Lisa Ray, for example, she got into a relationship with, I forgot what he was some ranking president of the island of Turks and Caicos, whatever the fuck they call it, Turks, and I don't know the name of it, but she got with a dude, that had a title, right? And it would have made her something, right? But she really ain't love the dude ain't really love her, but she got with the dude for advancement in social status and hopefully income, financial wise, all the perks of being, I know, the prime minister, president, some of the islands of Turcos or something like that. I can never pronounce that name. I know the Caribbeans, U.S. Virgin, the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? I know all the Hawaiian Islands, but it's the Turcos or something like that, right? And so, in my opinion, she was looking for advancement in social status, and women can love men. They can make themselves love men that they not attracted to, physically or 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 intellectually. You see, so she been going around last 3-4 months ago. She was tearing dude a new asshole. Him and Dwayne Martin. She told him, and then I don't think they was even married that long, right? And Janet, I don't know if her husband was a billionaire, but she is like married an Arab and had a child, but man, I feel like she been all over the world and couldn't have a child with a black man. Soon after she gave birth, she divorced the dude, right? And I'm like, man, if dude a billionaire, you could he could buy your tour. You know what I'm saying? He could buy your tour. You shouldn't have to work no more. She was on tour, pregnant, fulfilling her contract. Then she had to sit down because she was up there in age, and it's dangerous for a woman Janet's age to be working while pregnant, right? And I'm like, and then after she had the baby, she went on tour. I'm like, you working like this hard with a billionaire? If he was really a billionaire, he could have paid Live Nation back the money they fronted Janet, right? And so I'm saying is, when the man make more money than the woman, it's not pimping, right? But when the woman make more money than the man, it's pimping. You see? And that's an unfair imbalance, right? Now, a woman, you my equal, you equal to man, just in different ways, there shouldn't be a problem if you make more money than your partner and you take care more than he do. You see, and so, like I say, y'all think it's pimping when the man make less money than the woman. But when the woman make more money than the man pimping. And that's foul. I mean, man, how can you justify that? I mean, that kind of mentality will keep people from really loving each other that love each other. And see, just like, if I was a billionaire, my preference of woman won't change. I mean, who I am today. I like educated, smart, healthy women. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't change. And I wouldn't have a problem taking a woman that's educated with no money, or that I make way more money than, and then building with her and providing the kind of life that I'm living as a billionaire, right? But a woman won't do that if she really love or like a man. That's ridiculous. And I'm talking about black people, because white people don't do this. White women help their men build, black or white. And that's why you see some black men that get paid go to white women, because they are more understanding, right? And they understand savings and not being greedy and banking and things of this nature. But man, black women that get paid got to stop seeing it as pimping. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. You're not having sex with white men for the money. But I'm under the impression that they pay you enough that you would. If you get used to making, getting $1 million checks, for example, and then they say, well, I'm not gonna give you no more $1 million checks, let you have sex with me. Nine out of 10 women would have sex for that million to keep that $1 million check coming, right? So but it had to be a foul businessman, and that's why Harvey Weinstein is in jail now for something similar, right? Using his power to try to get sex from actresses, right? Hollywood actresses, right? And so, but yeah, man, y'all, that's the wrong mind frame of, man, of always saying it's pimping. You didn't, you know, you and then some women leave men that love them when they start making more money to go find somebody that making money like them, or have more money than them. What is that about? You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. It's like, you're in your mind, you see your man you with when you get money as a pimp now, but when you didn't have no money, he wasn't pimping. It was equal. So, man, that's wrong. Women change. Women two-face more than men when it's money involved, and that's crazy. Got this crazy girl ex, a crazy girl from New York. She really don't love. I'm like, why you stalking me? You really don't love me. You don't want me like that. And I ask her every time, if you hit the lotto, 50 million, $20 million, $10 million, you would not love, you would not want me no more. So why you stalking me? Because you broke and you think I'm broke? I ain't that broke. I mean, I got a couple $100, ain't broke. But, you would not even know me no more. Want nothing to do with me if you became super rich. So why you stalking and pestering me? That don't make no sense. You see? So, man, women need to keep it real, and, it's a shame that black women that get on, leave their race to go make babies. It's like Dr. Umar say, you got, that's a part of self-hate when you don't want to see yourself in the world. You brown skin or black skin, and you choose a light skin or a white man to create a lighter shade baby than yourself. That's crazy. Thinking that baby gonna have it easier, that's crazy. That's y'all mentally fucked up, man. And so, man, and I just lost my, and so, well, this fool get killed, yes. Somebody ran close to my car, but, fool to get killed. So, but yeah, man, black women, I'm tripping, man. They people out here ain't had no life, man. Detroit going down, man. It's a city full of haters. You understand? I'm just, wow. It's so much crime going. This motherfucker ain't funny. And people just lack knowledge of themselves, man. People think it's like some monkey see, monkey do, right? People hear about and see about all the crime going on, and then they want to join in. They think, oh, that's the thing to do now. But it ain't never right to take what don't belong to you. Especially homes, people cars, bring people home, that people go to work. This Detroit, this ain't, money is scarce. You're supposed to think money comes easily and often and easy, not in the D. So, and people go to work and deal with that bullshit, that racism at work, and come home to find another black person and broke in their house and stole their car. Man, it make all the criminals in the city look like haters, full of hate, especially when the police don't respond. It's hate, it's wild. So, man, yeah, black women need to keep it real, man. Man, they need to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, I forgot. I was going to say something else. Yeah, man. So, yeah, but, yeah. And so, but yeah, man, I build on equality. 6 in a supreme mathematics is equality. And that's to deal with all things fairly. It's people, places, things, you deal with things fairly. The Bible say, you shouldn't treat rich people different than you treat poor people, right? Because now you're being prejudiced. You prejudging people based on the economic situation, right? And so, but yeah, man, when, black women need to keep it more real, man, than what they do and stop. I mean, if you want, then you should be able to help your black man step his game up. See what I'm saying? This what communication comes in. You're supposed to be able to help your black man step his game up. If you didn't got paid, and you say, well, so now he ain't shit. He look like shit, and the money that went to your head, and you didn't seen the suburbs and all the clean upstand, and money went to your head, and so now your man ain't shit. But he was good enough to have when you didn't have that money. Now that you have money, you looking for something so-called better. And, you can step yourself up, but, like I say, man, black women was called niggers too. Y'all act like when they was saying nigger, they was talking to black men only. No, they was talking to black women too and black babies. They would say things like nigger girl, black bitch, or just straight up nigga, or nigger boy, or nigger girl. You see what I'm saying? So black women act like when you get money, man, it's crazy, man. I think like with some of these black women that's in entertainment and sports, the heads of their companies or the heads of their record companies or sports athletic apparel companies are Caucasian. And I think they feel compelled to, show appreciation and gratitude by entering into a relationship with a Caucasian man and making babies with them. I think they feel, and compelled mean, I think they feel that they should do this. And so I think it's like they don't, I think they should do this because they trying to please the people that the white people that made them rich, that paid them the money. See what I'm saying? And so now if they get with a black man and they got paid from a white man, they start talking about that's pimping. Well, if it's, and I told some girls back in the day, you can't have pimps without whores, right? So if the white man pay you and you make more money, and I'm riding with you, and I don't have no money, I'm like, put some money in my pocket, because you didn't got $1 million check. Break me off put some G's on me, for real. And so now I'm pimping, right? So you say, but this is, that game been from the beginning of time, and so but you can't have pimps or whores. See, if I'm a pimp, then that make you a whore. If in your mind you think I'm a pimp because you got more money than you a whore. And so now that Caucasian man then done tricknology on you. He done turned you against your man, right? The dude that was riding with you before you got paid. He done turned you against your race, right? He done turned you against black men because he done paid you, and then, he done fuck with your head for real. If you think, you do a business deal, now all of a sudden your man a pimp, right? Well, that means he wants you to fuck with white people so that money can come back to his ethnic group, his people. And this is what Dr. Umar been saying. It's some of this game that's putting black people, black women in better financial situations than black men is just a game, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, we started off in the same boat for real, that same slave ship brought our ancestors over here, right? But now I see what Dr. Umar's saying, right? I mean, I've always understood what he's saying, but I see what he's saying more clearly, because black women keep saying I'm pimping, or that's pimping when the woman or woman I'm attracted to got more money than me. So that make me a pimp. Wow. But if you didn't have no money and I liked you just the same, it'll be love, right? But now you paid, so now I'm pimping. That's foul. That white man didn't fuck with your head for real. That's tricknology. He made you think, black men ain't shit and you ugly, and that's why you wear all this makeup now and put, fake hair in you, right? And that's why you want to be blonde and shit. He got you fucked up, man, for real. And it's been going on since they abolished slavery. You understand? So, but yeah, man, you can't have, pimps without whores and whores without pimps. See, they go together, right? And so now that you make a lot of money, somebody paid you a lot of money, but you feel like a whore, but you ain't sleep with them though. You didn't do nothing but sing or act, but how you feel like a whore, right? See, something didn't happen up there in that transaction. Maybe a spell was put on your curse. A spell was put on the black women to, not help that black man you supposed to be with build. Because, he could build, you take that money back home and y'all can build what he got. See, the black man just as strong as the white man. But when the white man pay that black woman, that she don't see it like that no more. She think he's strong because he in a position right now to make her that rich. See what I'm saying? So now you a pimp. Now a pimp to some people is a piece of shit. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, if you feeling like your man a pimp or a black man a pimp because he like you and you got money, well, you know, you fucked up. See what I'm saying? You know, you feel it dirty, you know, like a whore. And that's something you got to figure out why you feel that way and why you see this every black man as a pimp that ain't in the 7-8 income tax bracket. That's ridiculous. You know, y'all may have a mental imbalance. See what I'm saying? Black women may have a mental imbalance of why when they get money, black men look less than if they don't have the same amount of money. You know, all industry don't pay the same. See what I'm saying? All industry don't pay the same. But if you attracted to police officers, firefighters, Uber drivers, you know, people that work store managers, you know what I'm saying? And you a 7-figure, wow. I mean, it's like what you can't, and you ain't that educated and you can't build a relationship with someone, a working man. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So you don't have enough game to say, well, this dude, you know, he a Uber motherfucker, and you know, I met him out in Hawaii or something. He drive Uber and he was real cool, nice, very trade. He was going to school or whatever. You don't see yourself in a relationship with him because he a Uber and make Uber money. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. So, you know, black women need to check themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? They get money, and then white men on that money. You know, they ain't put hair to me. They ain't done away with the racist presidents on the money. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, man, y'all trip worse than black men. You know what I'm saying? I think people need to just get back grounded. Y'all stay grounded. People think I'm not down, I'm grounded. I live in reality. For real. So, you know, man, that's all I'm saying, man. Black women ain't keeping it real with themselves. And they need to wake up and watch for the spells and trickery. You know, the double meaning and body language of white people, white men that pay them that large amount of money. Where you start to think a black man, somebody you attracted to, no, he gonna be a pimp if I get with him and tell him how much money. That's ridiculous. He gonna be pimping. How is he pimping you if you not selling your vagina or your mouth or your butthole? How is he pimping you? He not sending you on dates with nobody. How's that pimping? See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. I want to build on that, man. I've been hearing a lot of that. You know, you trying to pimp, you a pimp, or that's a pimp, he trying to pimp her. He pimping. Man, he could love the girl. She just, you know, blew up. That's ridiculous. That's all I'm saying, man. Y'all got to be careful. You see what I'm saying? Because it you know, it becomes disrespectful when that's all you see because you got more money. Is that a black man a pimp? If he like you, say, no, you a pimp. Fine. Leave that black man the fuck alone then. Don't mess with pimps if you don't want to get pimped. That's all that is. You know, but your first impression shouldn't be a pimp. I mean, he didn't try to sell you to set you up on a date. He was trying to get with you. But, you know, that's what a pimp do. A pimp send a woman out to catch dates, to pay and get money and come back and bring the money back. Right? A tour date is different than a sexual date. See what I'm saying? And, you know, that's part of your contract business agreement that you entered into with this company that's ran by white people. And so it's two different levels. See what I'm saying? So, you know, that's crazy, man. That's as far as your mentality go when you get money. When black women get money, is that black man gonna be pimping. Damn. Now if it was a black dude, black man would take a woman from the grocery store, take a black woman from a grocery store, that white woman to, you know, OJ, man, Nicole in the diner. She was in the truck stop diner or some shit. He was on the road in California somewhere, and I think somebody else met they woman in, you know, a bartender, waitress, a cashier, you know, somebody a baller, a paid motherfucker going to store restaurant and see a bad woman, nigga, and he want her, and he got the money. So now is she a whore because he paid? That make her a whore, or that make him just attracted to this woman? Now, if she say, well, nigga, this what it is. I need 500 to get her after I get off work. Then maybe she hoeing. You know, maybe her night job is stripping, but that's different. See what I'm saying? So, but a man will take a woman that he like and build with her, no matter how much money she have. See, money don't mean nothing in a relationship to a man. Now, money very important. Finance with no romance is a nuisance. Romance without finance is a damn nuisance. Romance without finance is a damn nuisance, right? And so he will take that woman, you know, and if he realizes, what, if we go out Friday, Saturday, we gonna do this next month, right? It ain't a problem. But women, they different, man. They just, you know, they get money. But if they don't have no money, whoever hitting on them very attractive. But when they get money, whoever hitting on them, if your money ain't right, you trying to pimp. That's ridiculous. That's not fair. You know, that's not fair. I'm not saying all men, but I'm not saying men don't be trying to get in women's pockets. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, y'all got to be careful who you call a pimp, and, you know, your reason for calling somebody a pimp because you paid. You know what I'm saying? Well, quit flirting with niggas. See what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. You know, I didn't went over the 30-minute mark, man. You know, peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. I'm out. Peace.